This very moment, this precise breath you draw marks the turning factor. That is the hour, and this is your time now. Hear this fact, my beloved, to your adventure demands attention, and I fix my gaze upon your route. I see the barriers and they will shatter. I see the limitations and they will soften away. I see what become misplaced, and it'll begin its go back to you far more than you bear in mind. This unfolding has a reason, and it isn't always random. My resolve to your future remains unwavering, and it became set lengthy before you knew life. Your destined outcome is affirmed. Its miles secured, and it is assured via and providing past degree. Now you ought to concentrate carefully. You have to open yourself fully, letting move of doubts, freeing your worries, losing the untruths that whispered you were unworthy, that your opportunity had vanished. This is the instant to claim your fact. In case your spirit acknowledges this fact and stirs inside you, declare your readiness. Claim, now, my route opens. I am waiting on the doorstep. Live with those words, my valuable one, for the knowledge that follows will screen precisely how what was lost returns to you far extra and greater whole than you can ever remember. The burden I place in your adventure comes no longer from haste, however, from a clear, unyielding reason. It really subjects, on your unfolding story will impact many lives, and it'll contact endless souls. What I put together for you brings gain not simply to you, but also to those you preserve pricey, and to multitudes but to seem. Consequently, I command you, put together your spirit. The understandings I'm able to impart open paths long close, and that they wreck down obstacles that stopped your develop for years, uncovering unseen blocks that kept your future from achieving you. Put together now. I will guide you to powerful guide, and it stands geared up for you in a way you have by no means recognized. My pronouncements continually unfold, my baby. My purposes reveal themselves, and that they want no permission. Shadows' intention to hinder your future, however they could never undo what I've anticipated. For what my presence settles, no tough strength can unravel it. A while of countless ready has ended, my loved. For that cycle of fleeting profits, wherein sparkling starts diminished, truly stops right here. This cycle is broken. What I am arranging for you may not slip away, for it is meant to remaining, and it'll remain company, watched over, and comfortable in my care. I intend that allows you to flourish, my treasured one. No longer just to continue to exist, but to thrive in the very path I set for your existence. Occasionally the very ecosystem modification simply earlier than a gift seems. And you're walking into this kind of second now. Your private self knows this. Even if your thoughts nonetheless holds its doubts, preserve this knowledge held firm inner you, my precious one. You have not overlooked your second. You are not too broken to maintain. You are not straying from the route I set for you. I am masterful at restoring what appeared misplaced. I am masterful at sparking lifestyles into what felt finished. I'm masterful at surprising my treasured ones after they least assume it. Understand this again. This very day marks the start of an unmistakable trade, a giant pivot where your internal fact will fully rearrange itself. That is your turning point. Although this journey appears silent to you, my cherished, inside the invisible world, there is a powerful sound of victory, of certain development, of a promise coming true. My beloved, pay attention properly what I inform you presently. Due to the fact what's taking place in the hidden world proper now is going some distance beyond what you may hold close. This isn't a lone attempt, neither is it only a quiet petition rising. That is a divine motion. While your desire arrives, and it simply will arrive, it's going to seem with such power that no shadow can reverse its path. No earthly situation can ever dispose of it from you. No destiny trial can dismantle it. It'll be a gift made secure by using my very own decree, and it's going to stand company. The time of waiting you have skilled has fulfilled its goal. Even when you felt not anything became taking place, I was deeply at work, simply out of sight, shaping your adventure. With every day you stored going, I used to be honing your very core, strengthening your deep resolve, getting ready you for something sizable. If I had granted it to you in advance, your spirit could not were organized to maintain it nicely. I led you to rely upon me, no longer on converting situations. I led you to trust my truths, now not simply what your human sight found out. I led you to stay by means of inner knowing, now not solely through what become apparent. This turned into my layout. I recollect while you puzzled at my quietness, asking in case you had made a mistake, in case you were lacking, or if your requests were wasted. But that become never the case, my baby, for I heard every phrase. Nowadays I tell you virtually, my loved, having journeyed through this check, having shown your dedication to me for who I am, now not just what I give, you're geared up to acquire the whole desire I have saved for you. Acquire it now. My deepest self has witnessed too long the heavy hundreds you bear, my precious one. I saw the unseen efforts trying to burden you. I saw the physical weaknesses that challenged your strength. I noticed the sense of no longer having sufficient that attempted to decrease your path. I saw the blocked ways that made you experience caught. This witnessing is not weariness in me. It indicates a profound hallowed purpose. It smiles my cause. I want you to understand something core. What is unfolding in your journey right now isn't only a momentary surprise. It is a deep transformation set to adjust your whole course. What draws close to is multiple solution. It is an entire new time of open methods ahead. There might be a constant outpouring of my choose. It is going to be a time whilst I'm with you in each decision, each motion, each task. You have come to a place in which the one who started this direction is totally specific from who you are now. Your trust has been sharpened. Your internal energy has grown. And now your internal self is prepared to welcome and hold the fullness I am bringing to you. Acquire this fullness. There's a profound perception I need you to preserve, for it'll alternate how you see every hard moment you've got faced. Not anything you went through occurred via chance. Every pain you knew, each pause that held you again, each frustration that wore on you become constantly inside my focus. I did not motive your suffering, however I transformed it. I did now not create your sorrow, however I allow it cleanse and enhance elements of your internal self that needed to mature. This changed into my layout. Every time you felt uncertain, it cleared approaches on your core being which you hadn't seen earlier then. Every time night introduced profound unhappiness, it brought about you to show to me with extra earnestness. Each misstep broke down any self-reliance and confirmed you to believe my guide more than your own strength. The tough moments you went through had been a deep readying, preparing you so that after my proper matters arrive, you could acquire them with clear knowing. For I do not wish to provide you something properly that feels heavy, nor a fullness that leaves you lost. I choice that after an awful lot comes your manner, your actual self stays firm. I preference that after completeness fills you, your spirit is full of thank you. I preference that while you are fully made new, your mind connects with what I suggest for you. I intend with a view to have that which lasts, that which grows, and that which brings you toward me. This is my private desire. For what is taking place for you right now isn't always just a small alternate. It's miles a deep flip for your complete self. You're now not simply fighting to continue to exist inside your soul. You are now getting into an area of sure intention. You are no longer without a doubt wishing for a small signal of hope. You are now getting into a huge open area of achievement. Even when your thoughts question how this is viable, your innermost core already feels it coming, you know to exchange inside you. A knowing that you are not the same as before, a clean energy you did not have then. That inner experience confirms the spirit status for you is lifting you with exceptional strength. Tons inner conflict you will by no means see became already settled for you. Many limitations you may not even recognize existed had been eliminated by means of my normal intention earlier than they could stop you. Many risks never came near you because my unseen helpers grew to become them away. And lots correct has already started out its manner to you, even if your eyes can't see them yet. See this fact. Recognize this absolutely, my loved. You're nearer now than you have ever been. You aren't shifting backward. You are not giving up ground. You're genuinely now not unseen with the aid of me. You are precisely at the edge wherein what is unseen will visibly contact your actual world. And while this occurs, your existence will exchange in ways you can't fully grasp. For after I act, I do so in a way that truly indicates my real greatness. It exhibits my power. Your innermost self has confronted greater than you could consider. You have got persisted blows. You have persisted sharp words. You have endured lacks. You have got endured dishonesty. You've got persevered times of silence. You've got persevered endless waits. Yet via all this, you stayed right here seeking out my path, yearning for warranty, wanting peace. That strength tells extra of your trust than any carefully worded request. I do no longer look for those without flaw. I look for those with open and authentic inner selves. And your spirit has replied to my name even while you wrestled. So this is exactly the moment to be able to stand company. What is coming will not be small, will now not be incomplete, will now not be short. It is going to be extensive. My precious one, a powerful freedom is coming. It will marvel you from the start. The heavy weights that kept you bound for see you later will completely vanish, leaving not anything of them at the back of. The profound tiredness you have got felt will get replaced via a brand new residing electricity internal you. And the still emptiness you went via will become clear direction, real insight, and a positive purpose for your existence. That is my promise. I want you to understand the deep truth of what's going on inside the hidden locations right now. The only who stands earlier than me on your behalf isn't always simply talking vague phrases. Your unique essence is known as. Your gift state of affairs is completely revealed. What you absolutely require is delivered forth sincerely. The correct measure had to lift your worries approximately sources is known. The loved call you carry for your innermost thoughts is remembered. This call is totally awesome. It's miles bound at once on your being, pulsing with my personal existence force. This is why its outcomes are undeniable. Consequently, I now affirm a profound shift begins for you at the moment. It starts off evolve now. Replicate on the difference, my child, among any human request and the sacred voice raised for you in my presence. A human voice, but honest, can simplest communicate from what it perceives, knows, or feels. But my desire for you is based on full knowledge and a perfect grasp of your precise international. As this unfolds, my beloved, a quiet movement begins inside the space round your life. That which resisted you currently softens. What moved sluggishly now hurries up. What appeared remote now comes into view. Watch it spread. My precious one. Attend now to what I can display. For it's going to transform your information of every worry, each unhappiness, and each second of true trouble. Not anything you have lived via indicators my absence from you. Certainly, my liked, these had been essential steps within the sacred passage, getting ready you for the unfolding future. These difficult moments arrive not to shatter you, however to strengthen your core. They serve to deepen your reliance. They serve to purify your spirit. They serve to launch you from lingering burdens. This turned into to make sure that once the overflowing advantages I have reserved for you grow to be take place, you will have the capacity to get hold of them, to grow them, and to apply them with expertise. Had I given you all you asked for the instant you asked, you might not have developed the internal stability, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual, to without a doubt control it. What you deeply longed for may want to have slipped away, to your internal ground become not but stable. But observe the fortitude this is yours now. You are equipped. You've got moved through excessive exams and emerged clearer. You have traveled via difficult durations and found inner staying power. You faced stillness and found out to parent my gentle direction. You knew lack and realized my constant supply. You encountered bodily frailty and determined my steadfast companionship for your vulnerability. You tasted being became away and understood that your genuine essence is beyond any human opinion. That is your electricity. My liked, there is in addition fact I wish for you to recognize. The darkness that adverse you probably did not strike without purpose. The pains arrived precisely in which the opponent knew my deep purpose for you rested. The remarkable burdens you endured had been now not random. They were a clean sign of your readiness for something widespread and profound. Because you held consistent, because your spirit stayed receptive via sadness. Because you saved your consider no matter problem. You are flawlessly aligned to obtain what become as soon as past your draw close. While I speak these words to you, my toddler. Sacred pledges at the moment are quickening. Your direction did now not shatter you. It fortified you. It did not lessen you. It made you clearer. It did not prevent you. It positioned you. Now, my treasured one, you are organized to walk into a bounty you'll now not have contained earlier then. You stand now with a spirit transformed from what it was however weeks or months earlier. Each second you persevered, every tear you shed, each heartfelt cry that ascended out of your middle, all of this has created a fertile establishing inside you. This establishing is now equipped to welcome the deep goodness I'm directing closer to you. It is ready. Moreover, my baby, grasp this very last know-how. What unfolds for you is not simply an unmarried answer to at least one plea. You're entering the revealing of a significant purpose I set into movement for you lengthy earlier than your life started. New pathways are being cleared for your unfolding life. Possibilities you had not imagined are actually before you. My valuable one, paths are clearing that your coronary heart once notion impossible to walk. Your internal being is ready for these steps. Now, the electricity determined in difficult instances has made you equipped for a fullness of exact that formerly might have felt too titanic to hold. That is why I encourage you to remain steady, my cherished, for you're drawing near a duration wherein readability will no longer arrive in slow steps. Instead, information will emerge quick, second after second. Include this. Pay near attention to this, my baby. You're in a selected immediate wherein what remains unseen is turning into glaring to your everyday experience. The profound motion you experience inner, the surprising urge to attach extra deeply, the drive to hear my voice with renewed cognizance. None of that is unintended. It's miles of exact sign that what you assume is already actively unfolding. When I bring about such heightened recognition inside you, it is due to the fact the activities now taking form call for your entire heart to be alert, targeted, and open. I am aware of moments when you believed you stumbled. I am aware of moments when your conviction wavered. I am aware of moments while you grew tired from preserving on. However, hold close this fact. It was no longer a withdrawal. It became a progression via transformation. It became the concluding passage leading to fulfillment. It turned into the right instant whilst resistance became maximum intense, for it sensed you were nearing an important turning point that might alter your lifestyles completely. But, it could not defeat you. It did no longer lessen your truth. It did no longer extinguish who you genuinely are. This confirms your readiness to include what once felt unobtainable. You're equipped. I will now share with you an understanding that few certainly comprehend. As I apprehend your complete essence, paths that regarded closed begin to show themselves. As I bring your occasions into my focus, hidden impediments begin to fade. As I state what you require, provisions that seemed a ways away start to method. My phrases are not an enchantment. They are an absolute assertion of strength. Maintain this idea, my child. Each tear you released served a motive. No longer one stressed night escaped my attention. No urgent request become ignored. Each turned into a crude, kept near, and fashioned into an appropriate shape now starting to reveal itself. You believed you had been in a time of waiting for me. But really, I used to be orchestrating all topics in your behalf. What you are on the verge of experiencing isn't simply a reaction. It'll be in technology of profound completeness. You will take a look at conditions that remained nevertheless for long intervals unexpectedly develop. Relationships that regarded fractured could be restored. Chances that disappeared will reappear with extra reason and which means. Efforts that yielded little will begin to growth. What appeared gone will be observed once more with extra than earlier than. For all that I offer generously. As I communicate those words to you, take a complete breath, my cherished, for you are getting into a actually widespread phase of your existence. This isn't mere fancy nor human feeling. It's far steering from the very heart of life. All that surrounds you is beginning to settle into its proper order. What once felt unclear becomes awesome. What as soon as felt disordered will begin to settle in which it belongs. For you are stepping into the full cognizance of a time made surer with the aid of my nearness. That is some time. Those who oppose me understood this reality approximately you even before you absolutely realized it yourself, my infant. Earlier than you grasped your own identity, before you comprehended the way I had charted in your adventure, before you could speak your deepest understanding or draw close what lies past what's right away visible, they knew. My opponents had already recognized the awesome signature upon you, my treasured one. They mentioned your arrival on this world. They diligently observed your development, seeing what you could not. They perceived the innate endowments within you. Even whilst you doubted your personal firm footing within the hidden spaces, your true nature radiates with splendor. It shines with unmistakable brightness. My adversaries discerned the unmistakable signal I positioned upon you lengthy earlier than your first actual inhale, and that they acted upon it. They knew. This is why problems emerged so early on your existence. That is why uncertainty and apprehension attempted to take root at some point of your early levels of lifestyles. My combatants do no longer wait until your full readiness is whole, my child. They move to prevent you while you are nonetheless coming across your path. Their aim became to wound you before you could virtually understand the illumination I positioned inside your spirit. They sought to diminish your internal energy earlier than you even exposed the cause I held for you. Yet you persevere right here now, my loved, still drawing breath, nonetheless embracing each sunrise, nevertheless extending yourself in the direction of me, nevertheless shifting forward. That reality in its personal proper is first-rate and its miles a testament to my presence. It is my doing. I need you to understand this. Fact now. I've constantly guarded your properly being. Folks who stood towards my layout could never overcome you, for I stood with you. This become not a solitary going on. It unfolded time and again moment after second. I used to be continually there. Those who fought towards my being sent project after challenge, searching for to diminish your internal solve. But you held firm. They failed. They could not win. No matter all you confronted, my baby, none of these tough moments altered the middle of your being, the fact of how I made you. You have got really carried a heavy weight. However, you carried it with grace. You carried it with energy, my precious one. You felt absolutely shattered once in a while. Yet, I was constantly proper there, prepared to make you whole again. The manner matters have been is converting now. Folks who hostile you currently sense a deep unease due to the fact they see you figuring out the electricity I put within you. They know that the instant you actually hold close who you're, the instant you take delivery of the precise qualities I gave you, the whole lot they built on lies will crumble. Their defenses will supply way. The deceptions they constructed will spoil apart. The falsehoods they spread will surely disappear. And fact will prevail. My fact will stand. My child, they knew from the very start that I had set you noticeably aside. They recognized your deep insight. They recognized your sharp way of seeing matters. They diagnosed your true craving. They identified your unwavering resolve. They recognized the way you rejected something fake. You by no means certainly rested when you grew to become far away from my inherent manner. To your spirit sought me. Even while you attempted to quiet that part of you that felt my presence, I continually spoke in your innermost self. Even in your hardest moments, the brightness I put in you in no way dimmed. The gloom around you couldn't smother it. You had been in no way merely something to be struck at. You were a right-away stand in opposition to the entirety they attempted, and also you stood company. You held your ground. My beloved, I noticed that every time you located readability, bewilderment regularly shadowed it. Whenever you sought calm, unrest unfailingly surfaced round you. This turned into now not accidental, my valuable one. This changed into by using layout. This become intentional, my toddler. The hard moments you faced held deep meaning on your direction. You have been not definitely passing time. You had been transferring ahead, greedy deeper realities, and your draw close is firm. The darkness around stays calm for those who follow common methods. However, it awakens when someone seems beyond the floor with real insight. And also you possess that insight. From your first days, my valuable one. You observed what others missed. You sensed deeply and understood things far past what turned into obvious. You held compassion as a sturdy protection, and it served you properly. Continually a deep understanding resided inside you, a popularity of hidden fact you couldn't but articulate. This turned into no accident, my loved. It became my specific signature on you, setting you aside, connecting you at once to me through that profound inner understanding. Those who oppose my plan understand this special link in your spirit. They attempted to dim that inner radiance, the usage of ache, disappointment, and sorrow to harden your middle, hoping you'll prevent seeing what actually lay beneath. They worked to quiet the inner impulse I put in you, to keep it from talking my will. But, no matter all their efforts, they did not prevail. And they may no longer prevail. My will stands. Now, what they dreaded maximum is coming to bypass. You're awakening to the deep strength I located in you. You'll no longer be without problems pulled out of your path by fleeting diversions. The load of your past errors and destiny issues not courses your steps. For understanding has stirred deep inside you a truth that cannot be put out. You now recognize you were by no means simply watching occasions. You had been selected to hold my presence, and also you carry it with electricity. Every second of your lifestyles is now settling into its rightful region within the adventure I set for you. Your trials construct the inner firmness for what you're supposed to reap. The moments you felt ache now light the manner to my reason. Individuals who stand in opposition to me now shake, for they realize that once one I've referred to as definitely grasps this fact, their effect disappears. They knew who you had been long earlier than you completely knew yourself. However, now that you understand this fact, as clear seeing brightens your internal self and also you hear my voice, it appears that evidently, you have become firm and mighty. This does not come from any flawlessness in you. However, due to the fact you are blanketed, held secure by means of my being and set apart for a particular undertaking. You are not misplaced. You're no longer uncertain. You are sincerely moving absolutely within my truth. Permit this consciousness settle deeply in your spirit. My loved one, you have been now not fragile. You were no longer too uncovered. You have been not an excessive amount of. You were not held certain by using lies. You were now not left by myself. You had been truly the only who stood in opposition to the approaching darkness, and you continue to stand. You stand firm. Now which you hold this deep understanding, my loved one, you are prepared to encompass that truth. Whilst hard moments arrive, do now not be amazed. This is not a signal to forestall. It's miles a clear affirmation of your course. You are bringing about actual exchange, and the exchange is deep. You aren't striving for victory. The triumph already resides within you, waiting to emerge. You are not seeking my energy. It already dwells inner you, and it's far yours. Folks that adversarial me saw my unique imprint on you lengthy earlier than you did. Now you step in advance, absolutely privy to what has always filled them with terror, and that they flinch. You once felt invisible, but now you stand inside my terrific presence. You felt led via others, but now you mild the course for them. You felt overlooked. Yet now your voice speaks my might, and my spirit rests within you. This is exactly the being I meant in order to be. You are not truly beginning to stand consistent. You're already planted company. You are not simply hoping. You own absolute assurance. You are not just seeking out expertise. You proclaim it with steadfast actuality. They understood it before you probably did. But now your vision is equally sharp. Wake up fully, my loved one. Let me tell you this without pause. That is the very second I set aside. You were not made to stay unaware at some stage in this critical time. Your eyes are open. See this, my precious one. Ultimate silent is not your role while darkness collects. The whole lot I've prepared is for folks who keep my radiance. Remember the fact that you are without a doubt amongst them. I have given the awesome indication, and it's miles clean. This isn't approximately your non-public status, however, about your response once I beckon. Many are looking as a way to absolutely occupy this location, and they await your flow. They watch you currently. My cherished, the very progression of others relies upon on you becoming the character I intended. Your subsequent step is essential to me, for it affects many. You aren't transferring in the direction of the unknown, however, into whole comprehension. What once precipitated you discomfort now enables fulfill my reason, and it serves its design. Your striving isn't always just a heavy load. It reveals where you truly belong. The times you felt separate have given you deep belief, and your perception is sharp. It's far eager. Your intervals of profound sorrow have sharpened the way you see, bringing forth each expertise and a receptive heart. Every taking place you've got experienced has organized you to reply my call, granting you deep feeling and a clean manner of perceiving. Your struggles did now not imply you strayed. As a substitute, they showed my deciding on of you to uplift those round you. The direction of your route is shifting at this very immediately. My intention for you starts now, and all that exists watches your coming actions. My beloved, you're complete in what without a doubt topics. All you require already resides within you. The permission to increase, the insight to parent what's actual, and the ardor to convey it to fruition. While you apprehend your very own limits, recognize that the strength inside you is not totally yours. It flows from me. The ones I've selected apprehend this reality. They flow forward with boldness, not relying on their personal electricity, however locating relaxation in me who claims them. My valuable one, you're counted amongst the ones I have selected. Your adventure isn't always ending. It's far absolutely simply revealing itself before you. What lies in advance holds no uncertainty. It consists of my unwavering steerage, my sure triumph. My beloved, draw. Close this reality completely. The moment to your action is right here. Speak what's genuine. Even when apprehension calls to you, observe my mane even when the way feels worrying. Stand firm for what is authentic. Even when others see things in another way, stand company. Stand robust. You do no longer need all of us else's approval. I have already granted your go away. The realities I uncover are not simply comfort. They're strong foundations for your very core, and they are unshakable. The correct second I prepared you for has now arrived. All factors are perfectly set. That is a while to leap forward, and your doorstep is firm. Proper now, I am illuminating the way in advance for you. My clear course speaks instantly in your inner being, transferring beyond human good judgment or worldly approach. Understandings that when appeared distant are actually settling with readability deep inside you. You've got sensed this, have you ever not? An inner stirring each sharp and equipped. You recognize that what lies at the back of you is whole. But the overall revelation of what is beforehand stays unseen. This internal understanding reveals that I'm beginning to expose what I purposefully stored till this very immediate. It become no longer hidden because of any lack in you, but due to the fact its selected time had not yet come. And now that exact moment has fully arrived for you. My loved, grasp this reality firmly. Your present-day perceptions aren't mere confusion, nor are your emotions flowing without motive. The strong inner feel you experience, the deep knowing that critical things are happening out of sight, is really real. And it's far my paintings. It's far my doing. My treasured one, you're now feeling my regular work. An appropriate path I've set for you is becoming clearer. What become as soon as hidden is now being brought into plain view. Grade by grade. This unfolding journey comes instantly from me. Those are not just records you collect. It is understanding that reshapes who you're at your innermost degree. And your reshaping is profound. My beloved, when I reveal the manner, it does not just draw your attention. It guides the path of your life. It captures your focus. It forms how you stay every second. There will be times while my route feels surprising, testing, or not like whatever you've got encountered earlier then. In those moments, your whole agree within me might be obvious. Will you improve even whilst you cannot see the whole scope? Will you preserve even when others question your selections? Will you task into what is unrevealed absolutely due to the fact I've spoken it? My treasured one, I lead you on this direction due to the fact I've profound self-belief in you. No longer because you're without flaw, however, due to the fact you are geared up to concentrate, to behave on what you perceive, and to carry my truth to people who lengthy for it. The manner you live brings my fact to light. Your readiness to adventure with me is the source from which you'll reach the hearts of others. Now's the time to offer your complete interest. Now's the time to keep your inner self open and prepared. Now's the time to reply swiftly once I make some things simple to you. The pressing feeling you deliver comes no longer most effective from individuals who oppose you. It is also due to the fact this very time holds deep significance. I am lights the way and I am looking to see who will step into it. My liked, what truly counts isn't always what seems outwardly, but your full yielding to my course. As you circulate along the route I display to you, I can open paths that no one can close. My precise training will convey you to occasions you could not attain on your own. You'll discover your self in positions wherein you can touch lives held captive by way of hurt and falsehood. My loved one, that is the reason for your life. You're here to hold my truth. You're right here to word what others forget. You are here to pay attention to what others disregard. You're here to act in harmony with the unseen fact that continually endures. What stands in opposition to me is unsettled by way of the particular manner I make matters known. For it is clear, sturdy, and brings approximately deep transformation. Everyone who walks the path I display can resolve a great deal that has resisted my reason. Resolve it now. There's a motive you have got sensed attempts to persuade you off path, to fire up uncertainty, or to face for your manner. They sought to avert you. They tried to stop you. While you break through precisely as I direct, any opposing force begins to lose its grip. Proper now, my cherished, a pointy understanding stirs within your middle. The firm assurances you experience, the surprising insights, that calm truth. Those are how I screen your journey with extra readability than you've got ever regarded. It's miles clean. It is simple, my infant. What I present to you is supposed on your acceptance and your movement. Circulate on. What I show you, preserving unshakable belief and without hesitation. Hesitation has no place now, in your time is right here. I'm watchful to your improve. I ask which you rely most effective on my specific course, now not on what you understand visually or what your feelings endorse. Music, lean into my sure information, releasing your own intellectual constructions. Allow your moves reveal what I remove darkness from, not simply what appears logical for your human cause. My guidance, my cherished, won't give an explanation for every tiny precise, but it's going to guide you straight to the exact place I have made ready for you. The unfolding of other paths depends on your willingness to proceed with me. Your picks expressed for your actions will determine the destiny for those near you. Every stride you are making at the wonderful manner I screen will uncover more of the street. As you boost, the journey brightens. Hesitating obstructs this readability. Moving ahead handiest deepens this insight. That is my choice for you, my loved one. Guard this path I lay earlier than you. Price it above the want for others' acceptance, above ease, above each worry. Allow no different attitude or insight to surpass my truth settled deep inside you. Your awesome motive, my infant, is not for the overall comprehension of all others, but genuinely with a purpose to walk this adventure along me. Declare this truth inside your innermost self proper now. I embody your course. I'm able to break through. I do not are looking for out people who agree with a command have an impact on. I seek those whose very essence is ready. Those who willingly release their own designs. Those who in reality say, I am right here. Manual me. Send me forth. The course is displaying itself. You sense its awesome presence right now. Your upcoming action holds a that means a long way vaster than you currently draw close. It's far huge. It's far huge. My very being dwells inside you, my toddler. This isn't some burden positioned upon you from outside. I customary you, and my actual self makes up your deepest core. Everywhere you go, the unseen world shifts around you. This occurs no longer through your phrases, but genuinely with the aid of your presence. On your presence incorporates me. With me beside you, all things settle into their rightful order. You radiate with my natural illumination, and your light is bright. This is why others notice a clear difference whilst you're near. A few are interested in you, others may shrink back. A few will feel a subtle disturbance and it unsettles them. This is not simply about you, my liked, but approximately a profound fact of the spirit. Their own inner being acknowledges my man or woman residing inside you, and they feel it. You did now not pursue this. You probably did no longer gain it through your very own striving. I singled you out for this very motive and also you were chosen. What unfolds round you is by no means just commonplace. It's miles my own presence at work originating from me and it really works via you. Have you ever come to be aware about how sure places experience altered, perhaps dense when you input? How a sense of restlessness can surface even when your lips stay silent. This does not emerge from you, my cherished. It springs from my spirit inner you. My light inside you brings to consciousness what others have concealed. It awakens what become quiet and immobile. It offers insight into hidden truths because you are set aside. This explains why unease might contact you in positive environments. Your internal self perceives the actual kingdom of that place even if your thoughts have not absolutely grasped it. You have stepped into surroundings that regarded normal outwardly, yet an internal pain welled up inside you. That is your spirit sensing the invisible truth of that specific place. You had been no longer in reality imagining matters, my toddler. You had been being guarded, and my shield is certain. Because I'm virtually with the aid of your facet, you'll sharply figure what's out of sync with my essence in diverse locations. My cherished one, you embody my true man or woman. There's no want that allows you to declare your identity to those around you. The invisible realm already acknowledges you. This is why opposition frequently meets you even earlier than you utter a word or make a flow. This happens due to the fact my spirit accompanying you creates a disturbance. Not from your very own ego, my loved, however from the manner I usually you. You endure my essence and my holy goal. I'm with you continually. My treasured one. You have heard my voice these days. Your internal knowing has affirmed the truth of these phrases. You are not by myself in what you feel. I'm the supply of that discernment within you. Now let this know-how pass through you. Be my messenger. Spread this mild to 3 others who want to hear their very own spirit's knowledge. Do not wreck this chain of perception to walk with me each day in this clean knowing. Go back here for more steering. Join the faithful remnant who stay by using my diffused nudges. I'm expecting your consistent step. Ultimately, make this reality your own. Claim your agreement with what your spirit knows. Proclaim on your coronary heart, I determine truth. Let this stand as your dedication before me. Rest now, my loved, beneath my constant watch. My presence shields you constantly. Stroll in this self-assurance, knowing I am with you ever close to.